Hi, my name is Nana and welcome to my channel, A Puzzling Lamb. So March was a big month for me. I acquired so many new puzzles. It's kind of not even funny, but I don't regret a single one of them, and a big part of them are secondhand puzzles, so that's really great. But the first stack I want to show you is a giant stack of Wentworth puzzles that were all gifted to me as a Wentworth ambassador. So these are all from their summer collection. And the first three are mini puzzles that, if you have seen my whole 30 Days of Wentworth project, you will have seen. If you are into real-time puzzling videos, then go check out that project. I'll link part 1 up here. But the first one here is an 80-piece puzzle called Elegant Elephant. Really elegant. Then we have this one, Sunset on Hintersea Lake. 40 pieces. Really beautiful. This is one of those where it's not normally an image I would choose. Those, very classic landscape images, but as a 40-piece Wentworth, it was really 40-piece puzzle. It was really lovely and had lovely colors. And in those real-time puzzling videos where I put together 30 mini Wentworth puzzles, I talk a lot about why I love those. And one of them is that it's a great way to try images that you wouldn't normally do. And then there's this one, Harvesting Happiness, again 40 pieces. And I absolutely love this one. This is one that I was really considering getting in a bigger size. And it's so beautiful. Then I have one that is also a mini puzzle, but it's 140 pieces. So it's more like in the middle. It's still not that many pieces, but 140 pieces actually feels like quite a lot with a wooden puzzle. So this is called Alaskan Whale, and it is so beautiful. I have put it together. The colors in this one is just amazing. And what I also really love about this size puzzle is that because the 40-piece, 80-piece puzzles, the pieces don't come in a bag like the other puzzles do, but you can see these 140-piece puzzle, they come in a little mini Wentworth tote bag. I love that. Then we have some bigger puzzles. So we have this one, 240 pieces, Afternoon Yellow Room, and I have put all of these puzzles together, all of these Wentworth puzzles I'm going to show you now. I have put them together. I will put up some pictures I have taken of the puzzles and the pieces, but you can see this one is also, it's more of a, fine art, really beautiful. I love fine art puzzles. When it's wooden puzzles, I'm not that big of a fan. If it's a cardboard puzzle, I find it really difficult, sometimes a bit boring if it's 500 or 1,000-piece puzzles. But there's just something about fine art and wooden puzzles. It just feels so nostalgic and cozy. And this one I did the day after, I think, I came home from a hiking vacation. So I was really, really tired, and this was just the vibe that I needed. So relaxing. Loved this one. The next one, Butterfly Botanica. This is an Hello Angel image. I'm a big fan of Hello Angel's art. I have quite a few now of her puzzles, Wentworth puzzles. And this one is, I think, it's a hard choice, but I think this is the most beautiful Wentworth puzzle I have ever done. It's also the most difficult one I have ever done. As you can see, it's shaped. There are these cutouts. I love Wentworth's puzzles with cutouts. And then it's the same butterfly repeated a whole bunch of times. It's so difficult. The piece shapes are also, swirly, more difficult pieces. Normally, I can do a 250-piece Wentworth puzzle in like half an evening or something like that. This one took several evenings, but it was worth the struggle. It was really worth the struggle. And even though I struggled, I was never bored of it. Such a beautiful artwork. And it's also just nice sometimes to be challenged a bit. So if you want a challenge, try this one. I have now put it together in 4, I believe, sections. So if I want to do it again, it's not going to be as difficult. But it's a extremely beautiful puzzle. Then this one, again, an artist I love, Lucy Gua-Smith with Bluebell Badgers is this one called. Such a beautiful image. What I really enjoy about Lucy Gua-Smith's art is that often it's actually a very limited color palette. So you can see here, this is mostly just green and purple bluish with a little bit of like pink flowers and a little bit of yellow here in the background. But even though it's such a limited color palette, there's so much life, so much detail, and it's just so much fun to put together. I can definitely recommend her art. Wentworth has quite a lot of hers. I also recently got one, the first one with her art I have, that is a normal cardboard puzzle. Really looking forward to that. But yeah, and just go check her out. She makes some amazing art. And I'm so happy that Wentworth uses her quite a lot. The next one, also really amazing. Whale at Sunset by Mark Gregory. This is a shaped puzzle. This is so much fun. I really enjoyed this. I actually made a stop motion video. I tried that again. I'll put it up here. I was actually really happy with this one. I think it turned out pretty good. And this is also just a really beautiful image. Again, so much detail in it. I love that there's some hot air balloons, very classic puzzle image. And yeah, I just think it's so much fun how the whale here, there's images inside the whale and all of it is just kind of like blending together. Love this one. This also had some amazing whimsies, as all the puzzles do. The last one is from the Out of the Book series. So as far as I remember, they, in the spring collection, I think they had the first one, which was Alice in Wonderland. They might have made others, I'm not quite sure. But here with the summer collection, they had the Jungle Book. So this one is so pretty, called Rosy Door. And what's really interesting with these is that it is slightly shaped, and then it's not just, a Jungle Book image, but you can see how here down at the bottom there is a book, so it's kind of the story is coming to life out of the book. I really love this, and it's really exciting to see what other books they're going to use for this series. So that was all of the Wentworth puzzles I got in March. Then I have a little stack here of Paper Blanks puzzles, because Paper Blanks started making 500-piece puzzles. They released 3 different, and I got all of them. So I have this one, and this one I used in my Paper Blanks review video that I finally did. I am currently editing it. It should be out now when this video comes out, so I'll link it up here, you can see. But I did this puzzle here. So if you want to know all my thoughts about Paper Blanks and about in general and about the 500-piece puzzles and the differences that there are, that sounded wrong. There are some differences between the 500-piece puzzles and the 1,000-piece puzzles. So you can hear all about that in my review video about them. But yeah, again, I don't know if I showed it properly. Such a beautiful image. Loved this one. The other two I haven't done yet. So we have this one. Oh, and I didn't even mention what the other one was called. It's called Blue Cats and Butterflies. This one is called Possibility. So you can see the whole image isn't on the front, but you have it on the back here. This is also really fun. I've taken a look at the pieces, and all of these bubbles that are in the image here have the most amazing texture on them. So they really do look like bubbles. And then the last one, Song of the Sea. So this is from the movie Song of the Sea, an amazing movie that I highly recommend everyone to watch. It's such a beautiful movie. Then the next stack, I've talked about before and showed you before that Puslespilsbutikken, Denmark's only physical puzzle store, that I've again talked about a lot of times, she a few times a year puts up mystery boxes for sale. So they usually cost, I think it's 500 kroners, and then you don't know what puzzles you're going to get, but you do know that it is at least worth twice that. So she had another one of those, had to buy it. I got 5 puzzles in it. One of them I don't have with me anymore. My mother bought that one. We sometimes do that where we kind of buy the box together, and then when we see what's in it, we, divide it among us. And she really liked this puzzle. I'll put up the image. So she got that one, but there were 4 others that I got to keep. And the first one is let me take this one first. So it's a reverie puzzle. This one, Butterfly Lovers, and this was really amazing to get in that mystery box because reverie puzzles are not cheap in Denmark, but it's a really colorful, really beautiful image. Really looking forward to putting it together. I have done one other reverie puzzle, and I must admit I was a little bit disappointed with it. The general quality was really great, but the colors on the pieces themselves were completely different from the colors on the box and on the poster. I'll put up some pictures. I think I have some pictures of it so you can see the difference. And it's not an issue I've heard other people have had with their puzzles. I also made a review about them on Instagram, and it didn't sound like anyone else had tried it. So I don't think it's a general issue with them. I hope it's not, but I can see that with this one, see if this one matches a bit better, because it was really a shame. I really did love that image. I really loved the colors on the box and the poster. It was again an image where the color palette was quite limited, but it was really vibrant. And then the really dark, more muted colors on the pieces themselves. Yeah, it was really disappointing for me. But hoping that this is not the case with this one. Really fun, and so glad to get that in a surprise box. The next 3 are all New York Puzzle Company puzzles. So we have this 1,000 pieces Urban Delights, and this is one that have actually been on my wish list. So I was really, really happy to see this one. Absolutely love this image. Really looking forward to trying it again. An image with a limited color palette. I think I just really like that, but looks really beautiful. At first glance, it looks a bit difficult, but I'm not sure it will be, because even though it's, there's just a lot of water here, there are quite a lot of different details in it. So yeah, again, I'm going to say this a lot. I always say this a lot. I'm really looking forward to putting it together. Then the last two from that box, again, they are both New York Puzzle Company, but they are 1,500 pieces. So there's this Trains Across America. I have seen this image on other brands, but I really love this. I'm a big fan of vintagey kind of images like this that are perhaps also a little bit quirky. Really looking forward to putting this one together. I think, let me just check how the pieces look, because New York Puzzle Company's pieces are normally random cut, but I think I have seen some pictures of some of the 1500 pieces, that they are all the 2 in, 2 out piece shape. I can't really see anything other than the 2 in, 2 out piece shape. It does look like the pieces, have very different, they are very unique in the shape, but I wouldn't call it random cut at first glance here, and it does look like they're all the 2 in, 2 out. So that's a bit interesting. But I'm, again, sorry about it. I'm really looking forward to putting this one together. The last one from them, also 1500 piece, one of the New Yorker series. This one is called Time Warp. Really fun image also. This one has a lot of different colors in it. Yeah, really interesting. Really graphic, is that the word? Also really my style. I love the New Yorker collection. I don't know if I have any. Yeah, I have. Can you see that? I have 3 of them here with 1000-piece puzzles. Really think they have a lot of fun images to choose from that line. Still have a lot of puzzles to go. I just need to rearrange some things here, make some room for myself, pull some puzzles closer. So 1 second. Okay, so the next 2 puzzles are both competition puzzles. So as always with competition puzzles, I didn't necessarily get these puzzles in March, but I count them as being part of my collection when I open them up. And these are from the Danish online competitions, Puzzle Race DK. I will link their website down below and their YouTube channel, so you can watch when there's a competition. You can watch the live streams or watch back some of the live streams. And the first one here is a Hachette puzzle. This was my first time trying those. And what an amazing image. And just in general, I have now done, I think, 7 of those competitions, Puzzle Race DK competitions. I've done all of them, and I love all the images that have been used. I really do. They're all images I could see myself buying for myself just for fun. I absolutely love those competitions. But anyway, we got this one, which is, I think, a Ratatouille reference, if nothing else. Really beautiful image. A little bit difficult to speed puzzle. I think it's been a while now. I think the thing I struggled with most were these houses down here. Took me quite a while to figure out, how that goes together. I think the thing I did first were the Eiffel Tower and some of all of this yellow here. The firework was actually pretty easy because there's only 1 yellow firework and only 1 pink firework. So yeah, it went really well. I can't remember my time. I'll put that up on screen here. I think I came in 8th place out of around 30. Again, I'll put it up. But I was really happy with my time and my placement. I just in general got some really great placements for these puzzle race competitions. And I actually think it's interesting because I think a lot of it have to do with the fact that we're not that many people participating. Again, we've always been around the 30 participants, and that compared to the Euro Jigsaw Jams where there are a lot more. But also, if you take into account how many people are there, I do a lot better at these competitions than I do at the Euro Jigsaw Jam or the Danish Jigsaw Puzzle Championship for that matter. And my theory is that it's because the type of images she uses are the type of images that I'm really used to putting together. Not just for speed puzzling, but also just in general. These are just my style. So even though they're not necessarily puzzles that, are the fastest times ever for me, but compared to other people and perhaps compared to some other people, I'm perhaps a bit more used to this style. It's very different from some of the puzzles we get at the Euro Jigsaw Jam and very different from the images we got at the Danish Championship. So yeah. But anyway, love this puzzle. Looking forward to trying it without speed puzzling it. And oh yeah, so this is Hachette and Bluebird and Pieces and Peace, I believe, are all like owned by the same company. They're kind of the same thing. The pieces are the same quality. The surface texture can, I think, vary a little bit, but yeah, same great quality. I really do love that quality. And the next one is a Pieces and Peace. So here you can see this was also from a Puzzle Race DK competition, and you can see here the size difference of the boxes. But actually, I just found out a few days ago that Pieces and Peace have apparently changed the box sizes, so they are now the same size as these. And I absolutely love that, because the box size with Pieces and Peace have actually always been basically the only negative thing I have to say about these puzzles. The pieces are a little bit loose, but I can live with that. But the box sizes are crazy. I have some Pieces and Peace. I have a Pieces and Peace here that is a 1500 piece puzzle, and as you can see, the box sizes are the same with that, the 1000 pieces and the 500 piece puzzles. So this box with a 500 pieces could technically be only a third of the size. It's absolutely crazy that it's this size. But anyway, so happy they've changed that. But let's take a look at this image. So this is called On the Road, and it is a really beautiful image. Again, just my style. I would definitely have picked this puzzle myself, and it was really fun to put together. A little bit difficult. I remember some of these houses, but it was also, just a matter of taking this pink here. Some of these bigger houses here, I could really easily spot the pieces. And yeah, a lot of pick and place. The sky up here and all of this were pretty easy. Again, I'll put up my time. And if I remember correctly, this was the competition where I came in 4th place. Absolutely amazing. Never expected that. Never expected to come in 4th place in any competition. So again, amazing puzzle, amazing placement for me. The next 3 are all puzzles that I got secondhand, and they are all puzzles I got as speed puzzling practice, because at this point there weren't a lot of time until the Danish Jigsaw Puzzle Championship. So I was really spending a lot of time practicing. And I got this puzzle. I actually think one of my team members gifted this to me. So this is an image that is not at all something I would normally choose. Not my style at all. So as you can see, it's a Ravensburger puzzle, 500 pieces. Let me see. Cats on the Shelf, it's called. I can't remember my time. I'll put it up on screen. But I remember that I got a lot better time than I thought I would. Because, it's cats and fur and plants and, all things I struggled with. But I just think that there were a lot of different things here on the shelves that were easy to spot, different colored flowers that were easy to spot. And even the cats, I remember, were actually quite easy to tell apart. So yeah, this is one of those puzzles I'm going to keep in my collection, so I have it to practice with, because I don't have that many Ravensburger puzzles to practice with. This one I bought from one of my team members to practice. Again, 500 piece Ravensburger puzzle. I think I told them that I asked them if they had any 500 piece Ravensburger puzzles I could borrow or buy, because I really needed some to practice with here before the Danish Championship. So this one is called In Search of the Child. I think, quite fun puzzle to speed puzzle. I'll put up my time again. I can't quite remember how it was my time. It was a little bit difficult, and what I think was the thing that, contributed most to the difficulty was that it's a collage, but it's not like in a nice grid. So all of these images are, on each other a bit randomly. Everything is a little bit crooked. But there were a few of these images, so this one was pretty easy to take apart, this one. And then again, when I put together this one, as you can see, the fact that it's covered up slightly, so it's actually like an L shape, made it a bit difficult. But again, one of those I'll keep and probably speed puzzle once in a while. The next one here, I also bought from one of my team members. And again, if I remember correctly, I think this one was used in a Euro Jigsaw Jam that I didn't participate in, but that she'd participated in. And where I immediately wrote her and asked, if you want to sell it, I will buy it. Because this is actually also just an image I have been looking at, not to speed puzzle, but just in general. So again, Pieces and Peas, and this is called, I don't know how to pronounce that. You can see it here if it will focus there. But a really fun image. I'll put up my time. I think I got a pretty good time on this one. It's just, it has that perfect balance that I like with my speed puzzles, that there are a lot of sections that I can pick out. It's not too busy, but each section is also not so big that it becomes difficult. Love this one. Definitely going to put it together again without speed puzzling it. The next big stack. Again, still all secondhand puzzles. But in March, I actually don't think I've talked about this here on the channel, but in March, I organized a little local puzzle event, where we could just meet up and puzzle together, whoever wanted to show up, and we could also bring puzzles so we could buy, sell, swap from each other. And I came home with quite a lot of puzzles. I came home with more puzzles than I sold. But I don't mind. So the first one I bought is this 300-piece Galison puzzle. And I don't think it's the entire image that are on the front. It's called Japanese Tea Garden. You can see it there. So this is by the artist I've done here, Michael Storrings. Galison does a lot of puzzle with Michael Storrings. I've talked about Galison a lot of times before. I love the images. I am not a fan of the pieces. Don't like the paper backing. Don't like that they're only the 2 in, 2 out. They have a few exceptions for that. And this one, I think, is also have paper backing and is also only the 2 in, 2 out. But the piece's quality is much better than their normal quality. So you can see the pieces are bigger and they're also a lot thicker and sturdier. And I don't mind so much that it's only the 2 in, 2 out shape when it's only 300 pieces. It doesn't get boring in the same way as it does with a 500 or 1,000 piece puzzle. Loved putting this puzzle together. This is definitely one I will be keeping. I love having these smaller piece count puzzles around. The next one is a 500 piece puzzle from Eurographics, and I bought this because I kind of like the image, but I also thought that it would be a great speed puzzle. So this is called Dog's Life. So it's this collage of cute dog illustrations with dogs. I think most of them are misbehaving in some way. And I probably wouldn't have picked this puzzle if it weren't because I wanted to speed puzzle it, but I do actually quite like this image. And this is the puzzle I have had the best time with ever speed puzzling, both for first attempts or second attempts. I don't know what happened. It is extra large pieces. I thought that would mean it would be a little bit slower because, I would have to, everything just takes up more room, so I would have to reach out further. But it was just really, really easy. I think I'll put it up. I think it was 53 something minutes. Amazing time for this one. I think it was just really easy to spot the different images here. The most difficult were obviously this big one here in the middle, but loved it. Really loved it. Going to speed puzzle it again. Probably also going to try and puzzle it without speed puzzling it. But yeah, if you come across this puzzle and you are a speed puzzler, perhaps try this one. Amazing time on it for me. The next one is one I 100% bought just to speed puzzle. So it's a 500 piece Augsburger puzzle called, let me see, Cute Dogs in the Garden. So it's this one that you might have seen before. I feel like this is one I've seen around a lot of times. Not at all my style, but perfect to speed puzzle. I'll put up my time. Can't remember it. I can't even quite remember if I thought it was difficult. I think all of this up here were pretty easy to spot. The baskets, perhaps I struggled a little bit with the dogs. The bicycle is one of those things that are a bit difficult for me to wrap my head around when I speed puzzle. But yeah, again, going to keep it. It's a 500 piece Ravensburger puzzle. It's nice to have for practice. I feel like I'm getting a bit dusty here. I probably should have dusted these puzzles before I started. The rest of this stack, again, this is all ones I got at the puzzle event I was hosting, but they are all from the same person. They're all from my speed puzzling partner, Christina, who came that day, and she had a whole stack of puzzles for sale. And I think we share a lot of the same taste. So there were a lot of puzzles I wanted to buy. The first one is a little bit special. And I don't know exactly why I bought it, because I don't know. But I think it's fun. It's an Educa 500 piece Cows in the Kitchen. And just look at it. I think it's so much fun. I haven't put it together. I'm anticipating it being really difficult. I don't think this is a puzzle I would have bought from new, but I just think it's so much fun. So as you can see, it's just all of these different cows in different situations in the kitchen. And I think there's some of these, they are repeated, some of the cows. Some are upside down, which I think also will make it a bit more difficult. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to trying it. I'm glad it's only 500 pieces and not 1,000. I might not have bought it if it were 1,000 pieces. But with 500 pieces, I'm hoping it's, a fun challenge, but not more difficult than that. The next one is from Peace Story. So I actually have already bought 2 others from this brand from her a long time ago. Haven't done them yet. So this one is called Magical Ending, 1,000 pieces. I think it's the entire image that is on the front here. Really beautiful. So I think this is something, where there is a kind of mystery to it. Escape. Yeah, mystery ending. So yeah, it's always fun with those kind of images. Really looking forward to it. I don't know if this is something you would be interested in seeing a YouTube video about. There would be spoilers, and I don't know if it would be this one, because I actually think this is kind of part of a set, because this is called Queen's Paradise, and then you can see they have one down here that's called King's Garden, and I think those two are kind of connected in their story. I don't know, but as I said, I have 2 others of theirs I could pick from. Let me know if you would like to see a YouTube review video about those. But yeah, really looking forward to trying it. Seems really great quality, the box here. And yeah, really fun image. And then, actually, let me just switch around here. So another puzzle I bought from her is this Art and Fable, Land of Rutopia. And I believe, let me just double check here. Yeah, so these are actually the same artist. So first, let me just show you this puzzle here. You can see here, really fun image. But it is the same artist. And I actually think when you know it, I think you can really see that it's the same artist. And I didn't know that when I bought them. She pointed that out to me. So I think it's kind of funny that I fell for 2 puzzles with the same artist without knowing it. But this one, I have put this one together, loved it. Kind of difficult because it is symmetrical, but yeah, so much fun. And there are a lot of details that are different on each side. Even the towers here are different. And I think I started mostly with the water. Did these yellow or gold towers, the earth down here. There were a lot of things to spot out, and then in the end, this white temple here in the middle. Then in the end, it was a lot of just taking a piece, looking at the box or the poster, and figuring out where it goes and place it approximately there on the board. But love putting this one together. This is my second Art and Fable puzzle. Really loved it. I think that I did have a few false fits, and it were also with the other one I have of Art and Fable that I have done, I remember also having some false fit with that one. But otherwise, it's amazing quality, really lovely box, really lovely velvety pieces, no damaged pieces. Yeah, really great quality poster. Everything is just great about this puzzle except for a little bit of false fits. Now, I don't know if you would like a review of these, but I do only have those 2 puzzles that I now have done. So, yeah, I know. And I also think a lot of people have already tried Art and Fable. Anyway, then I bought this one from her Skating in the Village. A 636-piece puzzle, a little bit different. A panorama puzzle. This is a Gibson's puzzle. Just look at it. It's a really, really beautiful Christmas image. I have looked at this image before, really loved it. As you may remember, I'm not a fan of Gibson's puzzles. I've heard a lot of great things about them. I have only had bad experiences, or at best, I think I've had one puzzle that was like an okay experience. Otherwise, it's been bad experience, bad quality. And I had actually said that I would be giving up on them. I wouldn't do them anymore. Just accept that they're not for me. But I couldn't resist with this image. And also, when I could get it secondhand, then it doesn't matter that much if the quality isn't great. But also because this, as you can see, is the blue boxes. And my theory is that it's the blue boxes, the more like classic images, that these are an okay quality. That's kind of what I'm hearing from people. And then the ones I've done most of are I believe they call them white logo puzzles. So those are more like modern images, and the quality in those are bad. But yeah, anyway, trying with this one, hoping it's just okay quality. I'll be okay with an okay quality. But absolutely beautiful image. Love this one. Can't get enough Christmas puzzles. It's fun that it's a panorama, and it's fun that it's 636 pieces, really fun size. And I enjoy panorama puzzles, but I'm not a big fan of them when it's 1,000 pieces, simply because then they're going to be so long that I have to get out my big puzzle board, and that's a bit annoying and everything. I haven't checked the dimensions on this one. Anyway, looking forward to it. Then I bought from her this Truffle Prime puzzle, Love Truffles Prime collection. Those are amazing piece quality. So this is from their Ariel Mind Blown series, 500-piece puzzle called Over the Water. And with this one, I do believe I have all of the puzzles in this series, and I love this series. I wouldn't mind if they made more of these. So I think I speed puzzled this one. I'll put up my time. But yet they're just so beautiful images, and even though they are photographs, which isn't normally me, they're just so beautiful. And I almost don't notice that it's photographs because they're just so, I know, graphic and colorful, and yeah, I love them. I'm starting to run out of space here. Then another pieces and piece. I got a lot of pieces and piece puzzles this month. This is by Alan. I think that's how you pronounce him. Alan Thomas. And I love his art. It's called Toucan Blue. Probably not how you pronounce it. You can see it there. Anyway, it's a 1,000-piece puzzle and it is just beautiful. I have done perhaps only one puzzle of his art. I have done at least one puzzle with his art, and it's just so beautiful, colorful, detailed. Really looking forward to this one. Really happy that it's in landscape mode. Most of pieces and piece puzzles are in portrait mode, which I don't mind with 500-piece puzzles. But with 1,000-piece puzzles, I definitely prefer them to be portrait landscape mode. So yeah, really happy with this one. Then the last one I got that day is this one from a brand I have not tried before. Ruby. I don't know. You can see the logo there. Here. So this is a 1,000-piece puzzle called Magic Winter. Is there an artist somewhere? I don't know. Anyway, really beautiful image. Again, one with a limited color palette, but just these really beautiful icy blue, white colors. Yeah, really beautiful. Again, a Christmas image. I can buy those all year round. Ridiculously big box, but you know, that's just what it is. The box itself is pretty enough, but ridiculously big. Looking forward to trying it. Again, I haven't tried this brand before. I actually can't quite remember where you can buy it. Oh yeah, and she hadn't actually done this one before, so it's still in the original unopened bag. Yeah, let me know if you'd like to see a review of this. Again, I don't know how widely available they are, so how many people would actually, you know, get something out of a review of this, but let me know. It's also not quite, you know, fitting for the season, but anyway, yeah. Love this one. Loving a lot. Then I again need to clean up a bit here. Get some more room for more puzzles. Okay, the next one is actually the same brand, and I also bought this from Christina. Actually, the next stack are all some I bought from Christina, just at a different point in the month. Now, this one I actually didn't buy from her. She actually gifted this to me just because. Just because she's such a nice person. But this is a 2,000-piece puzzle. This one is called The Frog Prince, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, and Arabian Nights. And this is by the artist Kurti Andrea. I don't know. I have seen her art, I think, on D-Toys puzzles. I haven't tried any with her art yet, but really loved it. And I think that's D-Toys puzzles, where you can get each of these images, but as a 1,000-piece puzzle. But here it's a 2,000-piece puzzle with all 4 images on it. And this is just so much fun. Oh, I don't know if I showed you properly. See here. Really fun, really beautiful. And I checked, so it's brand new. But the pieces do come in 2 different bags here. I'm assuming it's just, you know, not randomly divided into these 2 bags, but that it's actually, you know, 1/2 of the puzzle each. And I really like that. And even though I do really like putting together 2,000-piece puzzles, you know, I'm assuming it's divided down here. So this is one bag, this is another. And I might actually put it together that way, because it already is, you know, such a divided image. I think it mixing the bags for then having to sort them out into these 4 different images. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to put it together like that, one bag at a time. But I really love this art. Really think it's fun. Also really nice with, a fairy tale princess image that isn't Disney. Like that. And how amazing is it that she just gifted me those? That's the next 3 I bought from her. So the first one here is a Cloudberries Seasons. You see the whole image here, and it is from their small batch line. And if you've seen my review video of the small batch line, you will know I'm not actually that big of a fan of them. I'll link the video up here. It's a pretty long video. I have a lot of things to say about the small batch line, but since I could buy it secondhand and she sold it to me really cheap, it's not bad pastels. I just don't want to pay what they cost from new. But yeah, really enjoy the image. I mean, that is one thing that Cloudberries really know how to, and that is how to make amazing puzzle images. So again, looking forward to putting this one together, even though I am not really a fan of the small batch puzzles. I mean, the box itself is beautiful. I really love the boxes from this. Anyway, if you want to know my feelings, my thoughts about Cloudberry small batch puzzles, check out my review of them. The next one is a genuine thread puzzle, and this is one I have actually been wanting for a very, very long time. I don't think you can buy genuine thread puzzles in Denmark anymore. I think the only place I ever saw selling them were PusleStudiet, where I did get a few from them. I feel like I should have, yeah, here. Can you see those? There. I have these 2 genuine thread puzzles. I have had another one. Anyway, I don't think she sells genuine thread puzzles anymore, so I haven't seen them anywhere else in Denmark. And I actually never asked Christina where she got this one from, because I can't remember ever seeing this specific one in Denmark. But, I've seen them on Genuine Thread's website and always loved it. So she actually messaged me asking if I wanted to buy it. I don't know if you knew I really wanted this or if she just knows my style. It's called Sada Salazar. No, I think that's the artist. The artist is Sada Salazar, and the name of the puzzle is The Lion is Awake. It's 1,000 pieces, and this is just the kind of quirky style that I love. This was so much fun to put together. I feel like it was actually quite difficult in the beginning, but I also think I did this while watching TV, which made it a bit more difficult. I wasn't concentrating on it 100%. But yeah, loved it. It's just so much fun. So many different colors. There's so much happening, but there are still some sections you can sort out. So I did sort out the lake here first, I remember, and put that together. So happy this is in my collection, and I think it's one I'm going to keep. Now, I have 2 puzzles left. The next one is the last one I got from Christina this month. And this is a Karen Puzzles puzzle. So I think this is my first of her puzzles. So this is a 1,000-piece one. Ravnsburger, of course. And what is this one called? Colors and Colors. So, it's just a really fun, different take on a gradient puzzle. I like the look of all of her puzzles. It's just, a coincidence I haven't gotten any of them yet. I think it's probably because I'm just genuinely not that big of a fan of Ravnsburger. I'm not a fan of the boxes. The quality is great, it's not that. But, I just don't have that many Ravnsburger puzzles. But I got this one secondhand. Looking forward to putting it together. I always enjoy a good gradient, but I also, the pure color gradient, I have done that now, and there are a lot of different gradient puzzles, so I'm like, they're all kind of similar. So it's nice when there's a gradient puzzle, but it's slightly different. And yeah, I think both the fact that it's jigsaw puzzle pieces makes it fun. It's also fun that there are puzzle pieces on top then don't color-wise match the gradient. And I think that's going to be a little bit extra difficult. And I also like how, they switch from here from being dark to light, light to dark, dark to light. And also that it's not, just straight edges is what I'm trying to say, but that they are tilted a bit. Yeah, I really like this design. Looking forward to putting it together. The last puzzle that I got in March, I don't know if it was the last puzzle I got in March. The last puzzle I got in March that I have to show you is also one I got secondhand. I bought this one from someone on DBA, which is kind of like the Danish eBay. And it is this beautiful old puzzle. And on the listing, is that what it's called? The only picture the person had provided were a picture of the front here and no information about brand or anything. And I thought, this kind of looks like it may be a Springbok puzzle. And I'm always on the lookout for vintage Springbok puzzles because they've never been sold in Denmark, so I don't see them very often. Very, very rarely do I see a vintage Springbok puzzle. So I asked him, and then he sent me puzzles of the side of the box. He sent me pictures of the sides of the box. And then I saw that it's not a Springbok puzzle, but it is an Eton puzzle, which did not make me any less interested. And I can't remember what I paid for it, but it wasn't very much. This is so much fun. It's called Thimbles on Parade. And I mean, just look at this design on the box here. It's so beautiful. The box is not in a great shape. You can see it does need a bit of tape here. Doesn't really matter that much to me. There's a whole lot of information here about thimbles. And then just this image, I think, is so much fun. Just the kind of vintage image I love. And there's so many beautiful thimbles here. Really looking forward to putting it together. Excited to see if all the pieces are there. But honestly, if it's missing one or two, I don't care that much. I do care. I don't care that much. I'm just really happy to have an Eton puzzle. This is my first Eton puzzle. My first time seeing an Eton puzzle in Denmark. And it's just amazing. It's just so amazing. I don't know if this is one you would like to see a video about, but I think this might be my favorite puzzle from March. I mean, I have all of those Wentworth puzzles. Those are amazing. It's definitely the most special puzzle I got in March. So amazing. I mean, a humongous box, but it's a vintage puzzle. It doesn't matter that much. I don't know if there is a date on it. Copyright 1980. Amazing. Yeah, really, you can see here, I don't even know if it's because it's been taped there at some point, but yeah, it's not in the best of shape, but the pieces, they do look great. It looks like I think I put the pieces in this bag, but you can see there are two pieces in a small bag inside the bag, and I don't think they're actually damaged. I just think it's some that have like really, close cut here. So, here. So I think it's just to protect them a bit, but yeah, they look really chunky, those pieces, with fun random cut. Really, really looking forward to trying this one. Let me see if I can get the lid back on. Definitely needs a bit of first aid. This box here. Amazing. I love this puzzle. So that was all for March. So many puzzles. It's crazy, but it was all of those Wentworth puzzles, that surprise box, that puzzle day I organized. I think it was 10 puzzles alone that day I came home with. And I also focused a bit on getting some puzzles I could speed puzzle to practice for the Danish championship. But yeah, as always, let me know if there anything of this you would like to see a review on, or a video on that eats and puzzle. I think that box just, came apart on me here. Anyway, that eats and puzzle. I could make a video of that. Perhaps a video on one of these, if there are some that some of you are interested in seeing. Yeah, let me know, and let me know if there are any of these that you have and how you thought of them. Yeah, I think that's it. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing. See you next time.